Yes, happy Friday, guys. Hope you're really good. Hope you have had a really great start to the week. Welcome to show 366. Man, this show has been running for a long time now. And it used to be called the Morning JB Show. And I think we got to show like 300 with that. So in theory, we've done nearly 700 shows over the last 4 years. So love doing them as well. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, please do let me know by hitting the love heart button. Just tap it a couple of times for me. And in the comments, and please do get involved, let me know which one of these three best sums up your first week of the year. Number 1, smashed it. Number 2, lots of speed bumps. Number 3, just don't talk to me about it. All right? So you either have absolutely smashed it, you've hit your speed bumps, or it's 3, just don't talk about it with me. I need to get on to next week. All right? So just sort this light out. So listen, I want to talk about the pace of life. Okay, I think it's really important to do that. But before I do, really quick, it's just to let anybody know that isn't working with us already, that has thinking about working with us, that would like to do some work on themselves. We've opened up the doors or applications to the ELITE28, okay, for the next 3 days. And the pre-course starts Monday, so we'll be getting straight into it. So if you felt like you need to start managing your emotions a little bit better, if you feel like you need structure, if you feel like you need to make sure that you're connected with the people that you love the most, if you feel like you need to lose a stone or two, if you feel like you need to mentally clear the fog in your brain, then this will be for you, all right? So if you go on to where all of the content is, or my bio, or the write-up, you will find the details. All right, amigos? So, listen, there are 2 different vehicles. Okay, so there's vehicle 1. Vehicle 1 is on the motorway, and it's going absolutely flat out. Absolutely flat out. Speed, 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 speed. Vehicle 2 is the vehicle that's doing 60, 70 miles an hour. Nice controlled pace, going with the flow of traffic. Vehicle 1, now vehicle 1 will be becoming really frustrated because all they're trying to do is go super fast, and they're having to constantly brake when people get in front of them, when people are not getting out their way. And that vehicle will end up consuming and burning more energy, more fuel. Okay, will end up wearing down its tyres quicker. It will end up using and wearing down its brake pads a lot more. Okay, vehicle 2 will consume their petrol far less. It will be conserved. Their tyres will last a little bit longer. The brake pads won't get smashed down to pieces very quickly because they're not harshly braking all of the time. The speed vehicle, moving so fast that we become very tunnel visioned. Very tunnel visioned about what's going on. It's just about go, 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 foot down. I've got to get to the place that I'm getting to really, really quickly, right? Whereas vehicle 2 will be more aware about what's going on the road. They'll be more aware about what their surroundings are. So they'll have a little bit more perspective about the things that's happening. Okay. The person in the vehicle that's going really fast will be becoming stressed, will be becoming frustrated, or will be becoming overwhelmed just because they're trying to get to that place. And they're in this place where they're just fast, they're just busy, they're in the rat race. They're in that Groundhog Day mentality, right? Where they just continuously keep trying to go 100 miles an hour. Sound familiar to some of you? The people in vehicle 2, man, they're a little bit more composed because they're not rushing so much. Not everything is as stressful. They're actually taking the time to think a little bit more about the decisions that they're making. They're a little bit calmer because they have a lot more control of their time and their energy and that focus. And what we've basically described are 2 different personalities. Those 2 different personalities are what I come across the most Okay, and usually vehicle 2, the people that are a little bit slower, are usually the people who have worked on themselves, who are building themselves up, who have a growth mindset. They are the people that have more perspective, more awareness. And through working through themselves, they're building that conditioning in their mind. So based on the vehicles that I've just described, what best describes you? So in the comments, I want you to put either you're the guy that's moving at 100 miles an hour, never slowing down, tunnel visioned and stressed, or are you that guy that's composed, has good awareness, good perspective, sees everything before it happens, and is in control of their emotions? Now, if you continue to be that guy who's in the 100 miles an hour lane, what will end up happening is you'll blink and probably the majority of your life would have disappeared. You would have looked back and gone, man, I was obligated to my work. I was obligated to my business. I was obligated to rushing around. And there's a film about this, and it's got Adam Sandler in, and it's called Click. And what he does is every time he sees something in life he just wants to fast forward, he just keeps fast forwarding it to the point where he gets to the very end of his life and he's missed the majority of his life. And I feel that people that are in that vehicle 1, that's what's happening. Like, time is just disappearing. Before you know it, it's March. Before you know it, it's June. Before you know it, it's November. Before you know it, it's 2 years. Before you know it, it's 5 years. Before you know it, it's 10 years. And we miss the key parts of our life because we're not embracing them. We're not rushing. We're rushing them. And that's when we disconnect. That's when marriages start to fail. That's when relationships start to break down. That's when you start to drink a lot, because you end up becoming the byproduct of your actions. And no one can sustain going at 100 miles an hour, right? No one can. And the reason that I wanted to do this morning was because in some respects I just wanted you to be more aware of the pace of the life, the pace of your thoughts, the pace of your hunger for success, the pace of your want to be a leader, the pace of you wanting to be a better husband. And realise that actually sometimes you just need to sit there and just go, slow down. Slow down the way that you are thinking. Slow down the way that you are performing. Slow down the way that you are living your life. Because sooner or later, you are either going to burn out. Sooner or later, you're either going to lose somebody you love because they can't stand that way of life. Sooner or later, you're going to realise that you are unhealthy and you have put too much weight on, because you're moving too fast and everything's too important and you're not aware. And if I could ever give you that advice, is that when you catch yourself in that fast car, in car 1, going at 100 miles an hour, is just catch yourself and hit the brakes, move into the services, take a huge deep breath, appreciate where you are in life, appreciate what you have in life, and take a step back and slowly move into vehicle 2. Now, getting into vehicle 2 is tough. It's everything I've been working on over the last 5 years with men is to get men into that vehicle 2. We do morning routines, we have accountability, we have training, we have development days, we have free stuff as well. We do the free 5-day challenge. We're doing currently the Elite 7-day trial. We do the Rise to Thrive shows, the podcasts, the YouTube videos, the Instagram. So there is so much training. Whether you're investing in more of me or whether you're just touching base with me, the message is always the same, right? I'm trying to get you out of car 1 and put you in car 2. I'm trying to get you to be more composed. I'm trying to think more logically than emotionally. I'm trying to get you to condition your brain, just like you would condition your body in the gym, I want you to condition it in your mind, Jim, so that you think more before acting, so that you appreciate the things in your life, so that you become the successful guy that you want to be, right? Whether it's your business, whether it's your career, like, and I can speak from experience. Like, I have often admitted that I'm a workaholic and obsessed. And in the last 6 months, I've gone from vehicle 1 to vehicle 2. Because I value time. Time is my currency, not money, time. And I value time with family, time for me, doing the things that I love. I don't need to build this empire up into really any more than what we've got now. But it's a slow, progressive thing, and I always wanted to be 10 years into my journey after a year. So I was always like, right, wherever I think I can be in 10 years with the Man Coach, I want to be there in a year. So of course, that's going to put me in vehicle 1, right? And then I put that into conception. It's like, well, if I did that, then that's a year that I've missed with my kids because I've been trying to achieve that. Why do I want to achieve? Do I want to achieve that over achieving being a great dad? No, I don't. So I changed vehicles, and that was my why. That was my understanding. And it is this consistent working progress, as Ed's just said there. Always working on it, adapting and overcoming it, raising the awareness levels with accountability, with review, with reflection. And that's how we build ourselves, right? Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some thought, food for thought over the weekend. And I think that's it for now. So I will look forward to seeing you on Monday. If you come and join us on the ELITE28, that would be amazing to see you on there, to working on you to put in car 2. There's content up over the weekend as always, but thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. What I want you to do as part of an exercise is in the comments, I want you to tell me your #1 takeaway from this show today. So the #1 takeaway from this show here. Just take a couple of minutes, part of your review process, to tell me that gold nugget that was in here. All right, guys, take it easy.